Oh man, that was a good nap. Whoa. Is that really February? Oh my god. It's NASCAR time, guys. Gee, Willie. Oh, hey, a notebook. A notebook. It has words. Okay. Oh, that's great. It's predictions. It just happens to be predictions. So, oh wow. Gee willikers, Batman. That sure is swell. Okay. But on a more serious note, how's it going, everybody? Hope you guys are having a fabulous cold freaking winter like I am. And I made some predictions for 2018. So the way how it's going to go is I have 10 categories. Instead of doing 20 predictions where it's like everywhere, I have 10 predictions now, and there are more categorized. So with that being said, NASCAR season's right around the corner, so let's get into some predictions and what is the Swami, which is me, Griffdawg, saying what'll happen in 2018. But I had to think a lot about this because I just think a lot. I think, and just so much knowledge gets crammed into my brain hole, and it's a lot, and you know what? It's time to let it all out. So, with that being said, let's get into some darn predictions. Let's start with category number 1. The winner of the first race of the season. I'm going to talk about the winner for each of the 3 series. So let's get right into trucks. Trucks is on Friday night, and I believe I should have this video out by then. And I have Brett Moffitt. Brett the Hitman Moffitt is going to win at Daytona. On the Xfinity side, we got Mr. Matt Tifft. First race of RCR in the number 2 car, and he's going to get the job in the Xfinity series. Good job, Matt Tifft. You deserve that win. Finally, Kyle Busch. He is my pick to win the Daytona 500. Yeah, he's such a good driver. He had it going so strong at Homestead. He had a lot going for him, and it's just like, you know what? He's gonna get it done. I'm sorry, haters, but Kyle Busch is gonna get it done. Hashtag Rowdy Nation, y'all. So that's it for category number... Okay. So that is it for category number 1. On to category number 2, which is flips. Are we gonna see any flips? And how many flips are we gonna see in NASCAR's top 3 series? In the truck series, 0. There is gonna be no flips whatsoever. At Daytona, I know the past 2 years there's always been a flip in the truck series, but with those really roof flap thingies that were implemented at Talladega, I think those will keep the trucks on the ground, and because of that, no flips at Daytona or any race in the truck series. On the Xfinity side, we will see 1 flip, and it will be at Talladega. I would, it's too early to say because I don't know who's all going to be in that race, so I'll just leave it at that. We're going to see a flip in the Xfinity series, and it will be at Talladega. On the Cup side, we will see it twice. We will see it once at the Daytona 500. I do predict that, the way how low the cars are now. We are going to see 1 flip there. And Michigan. Do you remember that wreck with Casey Kane and Daniel Suarez in turn 2 last fall? Casey Kane got a lot of air in that. So because of that, someone's going to get more air, and we are going to see the first flip in... Actually, I don't even know. It's a long time. Just give me that. All right, category number 3. We are talking about 20. Not the 20 car of Eric Jones. It's a weird prediction category, but I'm going to predict who's going to finish 20th in points in all 3 series. I'm doing this because it's weird, it's different, and hey, no one else is doing it, so I will take it. Thank you, guys. So, on the truck side, I have Norm Benning. Yeah. Now, this is more of a throwaway prediction because I honestly don't know if Norm Benning is going to be competing the full season, but according to last year, Norm Benning did finish around 20th position in points, so I predict he will do it again. On the Xfinity side, we got Joey Gase. Joey Gladstone Gase. So Joey, as you know, he is in that, what is it, Green Light Racing now? In that 35 car, and he's doing it the full season. He'll have a good season. He won't win any races, but he will be consistent, and so I will give him the 20 award for the Xfinity Series. And then on the Cup side, I could potentially get this one wrong after Daytona 500 if he performs well. But I predict that Alex Bowman will finish 20th in points this season. You can go ahead and hand on me, and you know what? Even though he's on the pole, and even though he could potentially win the Daytona 500, I don't think he will. And I honestly don't think he's going to win a race at all this season. And because of that, I have him 20th in points. I could be wrong. Alex Bowman, you can show me up. You can win 6 races. You can win the championship. That would be great. I just don't predict it that way. All right, category number 4. And that is most wins by a driver in 2018 per series. So let's go ahead and we're going to hit it up with the Truck Series first. And I got Noah Gragson. No pressure, Noah. I have you winning 5 races this year, just like what your former teammate Christopher Bell did last year. So Noah, you better go get it. Otherwise, I will cry a little bit. On the Xfinity side, I have Christopher Bell. He is going to come back, and you know what? I'm going to carry over like what I did last year. Christopher Bell will have 5 wins as well in the Xfinity Series. So who's going to win the most in the Cup Series? Last year it was Martin Truex Jr. Last year I predicted Joey Logano. We all know how that went. This year I predict in the 3rd Penske team, Ryan Blaney will have 6 wins total this season. Ryan Blaney in that 3rd ride, I think the combination between Penske and Blaney is perfect. And of all the new young guns, Ryan Blaney is going to be the one to kick the most butt with 6 wins. All right, prediction number 5. Drivers who will get their first career wins. On the truck side, I'm predicting 2 drivers who will get their first career wins. The first driver I have is Dalton Sargent, who is paying respects to Tim Richmond, who is a big focal point and one more spark. Dalton Sargent will get his first win, and I will bet it'll come on a short track. I'm putting my eyes on Martinsville. I think Dalton Sargent in the GMS team will definitely do well there. They have been pretty good before with Chase Elliott winning and Johnny Sauter winning. I think Dalton Sargent will get it done. The other driver I have in the trucks is Myatt Snyder. Marty Snyder's little kid. I think Myatt with the new 13 team, I think he will get a win. I think it'll be like how Ben Rhodes did it last year. It'll be on a 1.5 mile track. I would say Kentucky. Kentucky or the 2nd Las Vegas race is where Myatt will get his first career win. On the Xfinity side, I have 2 new drivers that'll get their first career wins. I got Matt Tifft, who I said is going to win Daytona, which will be his first career win. I also have Ryan Truex. I think, because like how Martin Truex moved over to Furniture Row and that too was a match made in heaven, Ryan Truex, when he goes over to that leaf green team, he is going to have major success there. He'll get 1 win, and I would probably say it'll be one of the playoff races. I would say the 2nd Kansas race. Well, not 2nd, but the fall Kansas race is where Ryan will get the job done. On the Cup side, I would say 2 drivers will get their first career wins. First of all, I would say Eric Jones. I would say he'll win 3 times this season. And then Chase Elliott, he'll get 1 win. It'll be his first career win. It'll be a big win. And I'm going to say Michigan. The June Michigan race is where Chase Elliott will get his first career win. All right, 5 more categories. Let's see what dank categories we have left. Category number 6. Who are going to be some rookies in 2019? So I know we hardly even started the 2018 season, but I'm looking already to 2019. Who are going to be some fresh faces in new series in 2019? Starting in the trucks, I am going to go ahead and predict that Natalie Decker, the woman who started on pole in the ARCA race at Daytona earlier, she will get a ride at GMS Racing. I don't know who she'll replace. I could see her replacing Johnny Sauter, possibly, but I definitely believe Natalie Decker will have a full-time truck ride next year. On the Xfinity side, I have Noah Gragson. After being so dominant in 2018, Noah Gragson will move up to the Xfinity Series and he'll have a full-time gig as a rookie there. And then on the Cup side, I got two drivers. I got Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell, who, as I mentioned, will have 5 wins. He'll be really successful in 2018. Christopher will go to Furniture Row Racing and he will be a second team again, just like what Erik Jones was in 2017. I want to believe that Christopher Bell will go to Joe Gibbs, but unless Denny Hamlin decides to retire or Kyle Busch decided that he's had enough, I don't think Christopher Bell will move to Gibbs. So he'll go to Furniture Row, or I could see like another team pick him up, like how William Byron went from Kyle Busch Motorsports to Hendrick. But right now I would predict in 2019, Christopher Bell will be a rookie and he will be in the 77 car that Erik Jones drove in 2017. That's not all. The other rookie I would have see is Cole Custer. Cole Custer, as you know, is in his second full-time season in the Xfinity Series, driving the 00 Haas car. He too will move up into the Cup Series, and I will explain who he will replace right now, actually. Because category number 7 is drivers out of a ride in 2018. So we've had the wonderful trend of drivers that we all know and love decide to retire or call it earlier than expected, and here's what I'm going to say. On the truck side, I predict that Grant Enfinger will be out of a ride in 2019. So Grant Enfinger, more like Grant Enfinger, ha ha ha. Oh, Grant, please, please. It was sarcasm. I love you. Please prove me wrong. Please win like 5 races to prove me wrong, okay? Cool. On the Xfinity side, who do I have? On the Xfinity side, I predict, and it's going to be a weird one, hear me out. I predict that Michael Annett will be out of a ride. And hear me out, I know. Pilot and Flying J are sponsors with Michael Annett, but I honestly don't see that team moving forward after 2018. Michael, if you're seeing this, go ahead and prove me wrong too. Go ahead and make a name for yourself. But the way how trends are showing, it's not in your favor. On the Cup side, I do have 2. First one, it's kind of the direction I was leaning toward, and that is Kurt Busch. Because as you know, last year, Kurt Busch signed a 1-year deal, and I don't think he'll re-sign, and I think Kurt will be the next to go. Replacing him, I believe, will be Cole Custer. And I kind of hope Cole Custer drives 00 in the Cup Series. It's cool just because it's a new number, but then again, Starcom Racing has that number, so we'll see how that goes. But that's not all. I also predict that Trevor Bayne will also be out of a ride after 2018. I predict he'll have another mediocre season, and because of that, I can see Austin Cindric replacing him next year. So, Trevor, you can go ahead and prove me wrong too. Like, you can go ahead and hate on me all you want, but I hope you prove me wrong. I hope that Cinderella miracle that you had in 2011 wasn't all. I hope you have more. So, category number 8, the playoff picture. So this one's going to be a little interesting. So, you know how last year it was on, what was it? The 8th prediction, 12th prediction, 16th prediction. I predicted who is going to be in all the playoffs. I'm just going to name them all right here. So, here we go. On the truck side, in no particular order, I got Matt Crafton, Myatt Snider, Brett Moffitt, Dalton Sargent, Todd Gilliland. Despite missing the first 3 races of the season, I think he will have one heck of a season in that 4 truck, and because of that, he will get into the truck playoffs. I have Ben Rhodes, I got Johnny Sauter, and I got Noah Gragson. Those are going to be the 8 drivers that will be in the playoffs this year, and I hope none of those teams fold, because last year, remember, I had Timothy Peters on there, but since that team folded, that really messed up my prediction. So please don't fold. I would appreciate that. Thank you. On the Xfinity side, I have Christopher Bell, Justin Allgaier, Matt Tifft, Ross Chastain, Michael Annett, Ryan Reed, Elliott Sadler, Cole Custer, Austin Cindric, Tyler Reddick, Brandon Jones, and Ryan Truex. Those are going to be my 12 for the Xfinity side. Finally, on the Cup. I'm going to go a little faster, but I'll have some visual stuff in front of you so you guys will see everybody that I predict will be in the Cup playoffs. So here we go. In no particular order, I have Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, Ricky Stenhouse, Ryan Blaney, Eric Jones, Joey Logano, Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Jimmy Johnson, Chase Elliott, Bubba Wallace, Brad Keselowski, Austin Dillon, and finally Daniel Suarez. So those are my 16 on there, and I hope I'm right. So now, category number 9, we are going to break off here, and I'm going to predict the final 4. Who are going to be my final 4 in each of the 3 series? So here's who I got. On the truck side, I have Matt Crafton, Ben Rhodes, Johnny Sauter, and Noah Gragson. Those will be the 4 that will go into Homestead for the trucks. On the Xfinity side, I have Christopher Bell, Elliott Sadler, Cole Custer, and Justin Allgaier. Those will be the 4 going into Homestead on the Xfinity side. Then on the Cup side, I have Chase Elliott, Martin Truex Jr., Ryan Blaney, and finally Kyle Larson. So those are the 4 on the Cup side going into Homestead. So finally, it leads all to this. 9-10 months from now, we will have our champion in 2018. Who is going to be our champion in the trucks, in the Xfinity, and in the Cup Series? So, in trucks, in 4th place, I got Ben Rhodes. In 3rd place, I have Matt Crafton. So with that being said, between those 2, I have Noah Gragson winning Homestead, and because of that, he will win the 2018 Truck Series Championship. So Noah Gragson, no pressure on you. None at all. Just no pressure. Like, see this pressure? Take it, put it way over there, okay? Because I know you are going to be the champion in 2018, all right? On the Xfinity side, 4th place will be Justin Allgaier. 3rd place is going to be Elliott Sadler. I don't think he'll win the championship this year. So, with that being said, I predict that Christopher Bell will not win the race, but he will win the championship at Homestead, just like last year. Because Christopher Bell will be the most dominant non-Cup driver in the Xfinity Series, and because of that, he will take home the 2018 championship. He helped me out last year. I definitely think he'll help me out again this year. So now it all comes down to this, the Cup Series. So it comes down between, what do we got? 2 Chevys, a Ford, and a Toyota. So, with that being said, 4th place, I'm going to give it to Chase Elliott. He will finish 4th in points. I don't know where he'll actually finish in the race, but he'll finish 4th in points. 3rd, I'm going to go ahead and say Ryan Blaney. He'll have a late charge in the end of the race, but despite his 5 wins, he will not, or what did I say, 6 wins? He will not win the championship. So with that being said, I predict Martin Truex Jr. will win his 2nd championship in the row. And here's my thinking. I think he will keep up his reign on 1.5-mile tracks. He will have the 2nd most wins in the season. He'll have 5 right behind Ryan Blaney. With the help of, or with the fact that it's now only a single car team, they could take all the best resources from both the cars that they had last year so Truex will be all the more better. And I don't think Martin Truex lost his groove. I honestly believe that Martin Truex and Cole Pearn are the next Checkenhouse and Jimmy Johnson. Will they win 7 or 8 championships? I don't know, but I definitely think they are the next great duo. So, am I right, or am I completely talking out of my butt? Like, comment, and subscribe to find out. Hope you guys enjoy these predictions. What are some of the predictions you guys have for the 2018 season? Let me know in the comment section down below. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Now, let's go make a difference, everybody.